That moment when you realize your skincare is actually working. That's Rodan & Fields, the #1 female dermatologist-founded skincare brand in the U.S. Designed by 2 dermatologists who don't just know women's skin, they know how to formulate for it. Rodan & Fields, love what you see. Tap the banner or visit rodanandfields.com/Spotify to get your exclusive welcome offer.
This episode is brought to you by the Toyota Grand Highlander. Life's journey brings constant change filled with exciting surprises and grand challenges. And with its spaciousness, power, and style, the Toyota Grand Highlander is more than a vehicle. It's your partner in embracing all life throws at you. From the spacious adult-sized third row to seating for up to 8 passengers, the Toyota Grand Highlander is up for every grand challenge. Learn more at toyota.com/Grand Highlander. Toyota, let's go places.
Subtle results, still you, but with fewer lines. Botox Cosmetic, out of botulinum toxin A, is a prescription medicine used to temporarily make moderate to severe frown lines, crow's feet, and forehead lines look better in adults.
Effects of Botox Cosmetic may spread hours to weeks after injection, causing serious symptoms. Alert your doctor right away as difficulty swallowing, speaking, breathing, eye problems, or muscle weakness may be a sign of a life-threatening condition. Patients with these conditions before injection are at highest risk. Don't receive Botox Cosmetic if you have a skin infection. Side effects may include allergic reactions, injection site pain, headache, eyebrow and eyelid drooping, and eyelid swelling. Allergic reactions can include rash, welts, asthma symptoms, and dizziness. Tell your doctor about medical history, muscle or nerve conditions including ALS or Lou Gehrig's disease, myasthenia gravis, or Lambert-Eaton syndrome, and medications, including botulinum toxins, as these may increase the risk of serious side effects. For full safety information, visit BotoxCosmetic.com or call 877-351-0300.
See for yourself at BotoxCosmetic.com.
Oh yeah, I do know what I forgot. That's why I did that. Okay. This is right. No, it's not. As always, if you're listening on Apple, Spotify, and Pandora, you can watch the visual on THA Couch on Facebook, TikTok, Vigo, anywhere. I do need to bring that one back. There we go. Give me 1 second as I am getting everything put back together. There we go. And tagged. Shout out to everybody for being patient. And this one is going to be Facebook. As you guys are bearing with me. Thank you. And again, if you guys are wondering what I'm smoking, it is hemp and rose. Hemp and rose. Is there an ashtray? Thank you. I had everything backwards. I'm sorry, y'all. Okay. And that's not me farting, that's my machine. Okay. Alright, we are live everywhere. Almost. There we go. I forgot to hit the live one. Alright, y'all, we are getting it popping. It's Prison Jail Felon Talk. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get it started.
It's for the Couch Chronicles, where there ain't no fucking limits.
Every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday from 8 Central Time. You don't never want to miss a couch. And now we live every Wednesday at 9:30 a.m. Central Time. So that's the couch every day of the week. Yeah, tune in. You don't want to miss this shit. It's the Couch Chronicles, where it ain't no what? I know you said it.
Period.
Numbers on speed dial, nobody's answering when you're on trial. Whole switching up on you, ain't no love for you when you're on trial. Let me go through pain, it all change, it all change, it all change when you're on trial. Safe to say it's time to man up, ain't no handouts, no, no. When you're on trial, ain't no handouts. When you're on trial, ain't no handouts.
What's crazy is I thought I seen your hand. Y'all, wherever you watching, make sure you share the live. It's Prison Jail Felon Talk today and tomorrow. Until next month. We do this every month. Follow Couch Chronicles No Limits anywhere that you can stream. I'm on Twitch now. The Couch is on Twitch. Couch Chronicles No Limits on Twitch. Period. We on big old TikTok, tag, like, Instagram.
Numbers on speed dial, nobody's answering when you're on trial. Whole switching up on you, ain't no love for you when you're on trial. Let me go through pain, it all change, it all change, it all change when you're on trial. Safe to say it's time to man up, ain't no handout, no, no. When you're on trial,
If you would like to come up on the live, you're more than welcome. It's not just about me, it's about all of us.
ain't no handout.
Hey, Janelle. Shout out to everybody that's already tuned in. It's the Couch Chronicles where there ain't no fucking limits. It's Prison Jail Felon Talk. I got the live open today if you do want to come up and tell your story. Tell about your experience. Tell about what's going on right now. We still gonna be talking about Mo tonight. Because justice for motherfucking Mo. This shit is wild. If you guys haven't been keeping up about what's going on, and if it's not bothering you, it's not bothering you because you either white and don't care, yeah, or you're racist. Period. Period. Because any motherfucker, I don't give a fuck what color you are. If we are really about what's right and what's wrong and what's wrong, and actually paying attention to what's going on in the actual details. Just like with my case, it was a false case that I'm fighting. It was things that was made up. And if you reading it and writing it, you can blankly tell that it's false. So how can't, if this man said that he pursued her, how is that making him in the right? How does that not make him the aggressor? You want to know why? Because one, he's white, and two, because he may have never had a criminal background. And they look at those type of people that's never been caught, because we all know that some of us have done some things and just never been caught. Let's just be real. There's some people that have never been to prison but have done more than some people that have been to prison because they never got caught. He probably never got caught a day in his life. Or he probably did something. And they pardoned him. Or they didn't charge him because he had favor, because he was white. And I get a lot of people, they get mad. They like, why are you making this about race? I'm not. They are. And that's just real. And even Oklahoma, the judicial system is making it about race. Because, and I asked this the other day, why would you guys bring up her previous case when that had nothing to do with her being stabbed and killed for no reason? Mm-hmm. What does that have to do with, what does her past have to do with what that man did? No, really. That's just like saying, if somebody came into my house and he just so happened to be a white man and I shot and killed him and they arrested me and they was like, well, she's a felon. She should have never had a gun. Wouldn't you guys be in outrage? Like, hold on, the man wasn't the aggressor. He probably thought that was his own house. That they would have really spun the story, brought my old case up. Well, she did shoot a man, and they're not gonna say that she shot the man that raped her. Y'all know the story because y'all know. But in black and white, it says assault with a dangerous weapon. It doesn't say she shot and killed the man or shot the man that raped her. It doesn't say that. It just says assault with a dangerous weapon, first degree burglary, armed robbery. That makes it look like I'm a motherfucker that's just going around robbing people, kicking doors in, and shooting their ass. What the fuck you got in there? Let me get that. That's what it looks like. So whenever you listening and watching and hearing stuff, and this is what I love about being a journalist, is to hear you guys' feedback about other journalists to help make me a better journalist and a better person. That's just real. If you're a journalist and you're not actually reading and watching the comments and learning from that and learning how to be a better journalist, a better person, you're the issue. You're the issue. You guys are shaping the story and spinning the story the way you want the world to look at it. You're not even giving the truth. Matter of fact, you're giving some of the true facts, but you're spinning it the way you want to spin it. If I want to make somebody look not guilty, then what? I'm going to say and I'm going to persuade you the way I want you to go. I'm going to say things that's going to provoke your mind into going wherever I'm swaying you to. And that's just real. That's why colors are so important. You know how they always say that red, yellow, that's alerting. That's getting you to pay attention. That's why McDonald's and all of that is red, yellow. Look, remember I did the fire hair? It gave me a lot of attention. Some negative. I'm talking about from the police too. But I did the fire on purpose because I'm like, yo, my podcast is on fire. My music is on fire. I'm on fire. I want the attention to be on me. I'm a Taurus. When I step out, I'm not the prettiest. So I got to make sure that I'm coming correct. You feel me? And that's just real. So they persuade the public the way they want. They're telling the story the way they want. So you can be like, oh, well, you know what? She was already a criminal. She probably did, y'all not logically thinking, wow, she was damn near a midget. Or, wow, she was real tiny. Or he was 6'9", or, you know what I'm saying? Y'all not logically thinking. He was heavier than her. He was taller than her. He was way bigger than her. Here you go, baby. So what are we doing? It's clear as day.
You didn't call the cops?
What made you not call the cops? If you were so threatened, and this is the thing, is if you felt like you need to go pursue a person that was road raging you, how come you not on the phone with the cops like, yes, I'm on my way and I'm looking at their tag. You didn't think to take a tag number down? You chased her down. How come you didn't write her tag number down? No, seriously. If somebody is road raging you or somebody did something on the road, aren't you gonna, if you're gonna chase them, aren't you chasing them to write their tag down? No, that wasn't his intentions. His intentions wasn't to get her arrested for road rage. His intentions was to kill her. That's his intentions. And it's clear as day. And that's what happened. And for any of the DAs, the judge, the court system, anybody saying that he shouldn't be charged, and it's showing us charges aren't even filed. Charges aren't even filed. And they said it may not even be filed. And why not? And why the fuck not? Let's make that make sense. Let's make that make sense. It's no reason why we have to keep doing this. Why we gotta keep let me ask y'all this. Growing up, didn't your parents, they had to repeat themselves, didn't they get upset? Like, why do I gotta keep repeating myself? Why do we have to keep repeating the same shit for decades, for centuries? Why is the same shit happening with no change? With no change. When are we going to start taking our peace back? Our freedom back? Because we're not free. We are not free. I'm sorry to tell y'all this, but if y'all think that this is free, I'm sad to tell y'all, but we are not free. This is a sick, sad, motherfucking, disgusting ass place that we have to live in, where they sugarcoat racism. Where they put a nice jacket on it, and a bow, and a tie, and a smile. And my best friend is black. I'm fucking sick of that shit. Aren't we all? I seen a comment on my YouTube about the case, and one of the people said, you guys are always blaming the white man or the white people. I said, well, that's very white of you. That's very white of you. Because if you think that that's what it is, bitch, you're the problem. You are. I don't understand how you can be white and you looking and hearing this case and you're not questioning it yourself. You know why? Because you might have a little bit of racism in your blood floating around. Sorry. You might not have really never liked us. Well, I mean, at this point, I wouldn't even be mad if y'all segregated us. Let me see who really give a fuck about us. Like, I just seen in the group, the YN. You know, shout out to Deleon Speaks. He started a group. He's starting a comic and a motherfucking cartoon, which is huge. That's going to be fucking groundbreaking in the city. That's going to be huge. The fuck? And shout out to the Thunders as well. But I seen that there was people making comments. White people making comments, racist comments, about a comic scene that portrayed real fucking events that's happening right now. You know, I'd rather somebody show me now. Don't be all in my face, be my friend and all of this, and then later on in the 33rd, I find out that you racist. Just be who you are, truly. But I'm not going to be quiet about white people killing black people whenever they get a fucking chance, and they get away with it. And they get away with it for over decades. Centuries. I'm not going to be quiet about that. You think I'm supposed to just be like, oh, no, I'm fucking bothered. I'm pissed. And if you say, oh, well, there goes another angry black woman, you goddamn right I'm angry. I am. I'm fucking angry. Because that don't make no motherfucking sense. Because, and say it, oh, you want to bring the race? Yep. Yeah, I do. Because if it were a black person, and it was the white person that got killed. That was it. That's it. They probably would have lynched them right then and there. And we all know that they were still getting lynched in Oklahoma just a few years back. It still happens. Don't think that people don't still get hung. Don't think that that's not still happening out here. Don't think that black people aren't getting murdered every day by some white person that just couldn't take the fact that something about them they was jealous about, or something about them they just didn't like, or it just didn't sit right, or they didn't feel like they deserved to be walking this earth and getting away with it. I can't tell you, since I've been on this earth, how many times it has happened. And we have to keep sitting back talking about Black Lives Matter, and then we get white people in the comments like, white lives matter too, but that's not who the fuck we talking about right now. Are we? Let's just be real. It's not. And if you mad, and if you like, you know what, I followed the couch at one point, but this is just it. This crosses the line. Ain't no fucking limits. It wasn't no fucking limits just the other day when you was quoting me, right? What makes today so different? It ain't no fucking limits, baby. And guess what? I don't have no problem with white people. I love white people. I got hella white friends. I mean, I'm just being real. Like, I wouldn't give a fuck what race it was. If it was one of my white friends that got killed, I would have been like in an uproar. But the point is, with this, it is a race thing. We are at war. We've been at war. They just put sugar on top of it and made it look good. They just kept quiet with theirs and just been amongst us and been these same true people in the inside. So he's having a bad day and y'all have a little road rage. She ain't even fucking thinking about you. She literally on the way to walk to her cousin's house. Goddamn, look up and see that you there like, oh shit, what the fuck? So hell yeah, I'm going to run back to my car and I'm going to grab the first thing that's there. She's a felon. Why would she be running around with a gun anyway? Of course she has a tire iron. There's a tire in that bitch. A spare. What the fuck you use that bitch for? And if I see a motherfucker, first of all, if I'm a woman and I see a man is coming at me aggressively, I am going to protect myself. The fuck? What are we thinking? Y'all make a big deal about, thank you so much. Y'all make a big deal about transgenders being in the goddamn Olympics. But it's not an issue when a man try to fight a woman over road rage or whatever the case is. You can't call it a domestic. I don't even know this motherfucker. But she was minding her business on her way to her cousin's. And this man sought her out. He even stated that he sought her out. That's admitting to fucking guilt, if you ask me. Ain't it? Yeah. If it was us, yeah. If it was us black people, and we were saying it online, you know what they would have said? They would have been like, yeah, she's admitting the guilt on her Facebook. They would have. And they would have used that against us in court. In the court of fucking law, they would have used that against us. If I'm lying, I'm dying. I'm not dead yet. Okay? They would have used that. So how come that's not used against him in the court? How come he's not charged? He admitted. He admitted. But, and yes, you said it was premeditated. It was premeditated. Because, this is the thing, is I've had road rage situations, and I'm not going to lie. When I heard this story, I said, I will never road rage again, ever. Ever. I was one of those ones that was road raging. I'm talking about, and this is the reason why I stopped keeping rocks in my car to throw it at people. Because I was like, yeah, you ain't finna just cut me off and I can't do nothing to you. So I had rocks. I did. I was one of them ones. But one day I picked up 3 rocks. And all 3 of them was crystals. And I said, oh, this is my sign to stop doing my road rage. And that was it. I didn't do it again after that. But you never know. Like, people don't be liking that type of shit. I get that. But to chase somebody down and you like in your head, you know what? Let me get this knife. Because I know now that I'm going to have to kill this motherfucker. That's premeditated. Me having them rocks, that was premeditated. I could have got in real trouble for that if I would have ever used them. Like, if I would have, when I was going to use it and I looked at it, it was a crystal. I was like, how did I pick up 3 crystals? Like, 3 real life motherfucking crystals. I still have them in the house. To this matter of fact, pass me one of them. Right there. Yeah. This is a crystal. I can't remember the name of it, but it's like a crystal rock. And you can't really see the details in it now. But I'm telling you, it was just wild. I was like... And the other one is like a real, like, shiny black one. I was just like, oh, shit. You know? That was my sign. So, road rage is serious. It will get you in a seriously fucked up ass situation. So if I would have did that, I would have went straight to prison. They wouldn't even stop me at the court. They'd have been like, oh yeah, just take her. Take her straight to Maples. Why is he not facing charges? Why? Did y'all notice that the news didn't even put his name out there? I bet you didn't notice that. Yeah. Yeah. They didn't even put his name out there. But, again, if he was black, they would have been like, Marcus Jordan Fawn. They would have been, for real. They would have gave his address, his last whereabout. But where's the information for us? And why is he not being charged? Yeah. How come he's not being charged? Now, and I know a lot of people are scared to protest. Yeah, you said in elementary school he was involved in multiple fights. Who? Oh. I don't know what I just pressed. If you guys are scared to stand up and fight, guess what? There's a lot of people who aren't. There's a lot of people that are ready. And it doesn't have to be a violent protest. It can be a peaceful protest. A peaceful protest. It doesn't have to be something like... And I've seen this in the past. When they did try to do protests, when it came to like Black Lives Matter, things got broke. People's stores got kicked in, and it's like, okay, let me say this. That has nothing to do with that man stabbing Mo and killing her. Busting in T-Mobile and robbing Walmart. That's not going to get what we need to shed light on across. It's not going to bring us recognition in a good way. We need him to be arrested. We need him to be charged for the murder of Mo. Period. And that's the bottom line. Somebody needs to investigate this thoroughly with no bias. Because if he literally admitted to following and killing her, How is it? Oh, okay. Yeah. You know what? Because you stayed, I'm going to go ahead and let you go. You have a good night, sir. And I'm going to do you another one. I'm not even going to put your name in the public. Have a great night. Yeah. Yes, sir. Tell Diane I said have a good night, too. Probably was his friend. They probably knew each other from church. And he was like, you know what kind of man I am. You know. And he was like, you know what? You're right. He's at church every Sunday. This young lady, we're just going to have to chalk this up to the game again. Because this is what they do. They sweep things under the rug. Names go unheard of. Justice never gets served. Cases don't become a case because this was the friend from the church. I mean, it happens. This is real life. This is real shit. If you mad, then get the fuck on. But who's to say that that's not true? Why is he not arrested? He admitted that he did it. He admitted that he followed her. He sought her out because he was scared. Because you were scared. You were scared, so you followed the big bad wolf. Little Red Riding Hood. That's what you did. Come on. Let's be for real. I'm tired. And I know all of us is tired. So, we have to really do something. And if that doing something is talking about it every day, talk about it every day. I don't give a fuck if you only get 5 minutes of your time, 10 minutes of your time. Yeah, if you have a platform, use your platform. Now is your time to stand up. This is y'all always say unity, right? UNITY, ain't that what you said? This is the time. Unify. It don't matter. Now all that Tulsa, Oklahoma City, all that bickering back and forth bullshit, all of that go out the window now. We got to get on the front line. Period. I don't give a fuck if you in motherfucking Norman, Chickasha, the fuck. No. Nope. As a whole of Oklahoma, we need to really be on the front line behind this. We need to be the reason why the Moses' family gets justice. Because we're talking about it. Because we're sharing. Because we're standing in agreement. If we got to go protest in front of, we got to find this man's house. Yeah. We got to peacefully protest. What church is they at? Because I know him and the officers go to church together. It's no way we can protest at court because they didn't even file charges. So where do we peacefully protest? Where? Downtown? Somebody speak up. I'm just asking. If you're just now tuning in, it's the Couch Chronicles where it ain't no fucking limits. I do this every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday from 8 Central Time and every Wednesdays from 9:30 a.m. Central Time. Follow Couch Chronicles No Limits on Spotify, Apple, Pandora, THA Couch on Facebook, TikTok, Big O, like, fan base. And I'm also now on Twitch, so you can follow me on Twitch. And also the .com, THA Couch.com and THA Real JANELL.com. Today and tomorrow is Prison Jail Felon Talk. I do this every month on the couch. You said, let's talk about my nonprofit, Angels with Wings, legal advocates for yes. Feel free to, yes, Patricia, definitely. You said Oklahoma City will not, they're afraid of the white man. Yeah, exactly. And they doing, you know what, I don't know if you guys noticed that Oklahoma has really been trying to get Donald Trump's attention so bad. Like, it's like they doing everything they can to get his attention for some reason. Did y'all notice that? Am I tripping? It's like the politics is based around him and they doing everything. Like, I I don't know. I could be tripping, but if y'all listening to anything that's besides me, I want y'all to do me a favor and even shut me down real quick. I want to give a moment of silence, number one, to Mo, and number two, to everyone who didn't make it to today for whatever reason, whether it was an overdose on fentanyl, whether it was mental health, whatever the reason is. Whoever you miss, whoever you know, whoever you heard of, that's not here today, say their name in your mind, and let's give this moment of silence. I will be live this Sunday. I do have a special episode, so y'all don't want to miss it. Y'all gotta make sure to tune in. You said this is a Republican state. It is, but now they being extra Republican this year. I'm talking about they so extra'd out. I'm almost like what are y'all doing? Yeah, you said God is still in control. Period. For the ladies that was locked up, I do have an announcement. My wife and I we're trying to put together a out of prison and staying out of prison photo shoot. It'll be a, really a two-day event, but if you're coming from out of town, we'll have the Airbnb for 3 days. Now, it's package deals. I do have the t-shirts, the time t-shirts, and you can customize it. There's different options if you would like to. It will be in August the 29th or the 25th, I said.
Something of that nature.
Yeah, something of that nature. It's all in the post. But the deadline to get your money turned in is extended to July the 15th. So you can go see the post on the page in the Mabel Bassett Eddie Warriors group. And it's also on my main page. So, and if you was locked up and you would like to know about the packages, you're more than welcome to hit me up. Also, if you would like to share your story, you're more than welcome to come up. Listen, don't think that, now I see Big O trying to come up, but y'all be trying to come up for the wrong reasons. Okay? So, I do got some guests coming up on the couch. Make sure that you follow and support anybody that comes to the couch. But when I say this Wednesday is very special, I know it's Mother's Day, but some of y'all going to be cooking and need something to listen to. You can turn on the couch because I'm telling you when I say you don't want to miss it. Now, I know the news haven't been saying his name, but his name is Leon Blair Perkins. Okay? Leon Blair Perkins. Now, again, I don't understand why, because I've seen other stories where, like I said, they painted it a different way. Oklahoma's very whitewashed, and that's just being real. And it's always been like this. And I always hear people like, oh, black people don't need to be down south. And no, black people in America, it's all in America. It's not just down south, it's every fucking where. Period in America. If you in America and you're black, you got something to fear. Period. And that's just real. It's sad, but it's true. And it's sad to say this, but you have another fear if you are part of the LGBT community. Because not only are you black in America, but you're gay and black in America. And some people really, really hate that. Some people truly do not like that. Some people literally hate to see a gay woman look like a man. They will rather see a gay woman that you can't even tell if she's gay or not. Like if you might could have a chance to flirt with her and she might can sway over the other side. I don't know what that's about. But they really hate. And I'm not saying they don't hate gay men. I'm just saying that they really hate gay women. Gay studs. Yep, you said it shows in the judicial system and in workforce. Exactly. Exactly. And it's sad as fuck. It's sad as fuck that you cannot be your true self and live life without fear that somebody around you might hate you enough to kill you. And they might be white enough to get away with it. And if you're like, oh, well, that doesn't happen. It's happening right now. It's happening right now. I don't understand why the world isn't in an uproar. It's sad as fuck. Some people were closer to Michelle than I was. I wasn't close to her. I didn't know her like that. But that doesn't mean that it doesn't hurt me. That doesn't mean that it doesn't bother me the same. I don't have to be close to you to feel. This is pathetic that we still have to go through this. We still have to say Black Lives Matter. We still got to get on the front line for those who aren't scared. Because like I said, some people are scared for the police to retaliate against them. Or some people feel like, you know what? My closet's not too clean. I can't really do that. Or I got a little bit of skeletons that's literally right in my car right now. I can't do that. Well, clean your closet and get on the front line. Because now you need to figure out what do you really put on this earth for? What is your main purpose? What is your end goal as a human? What is your end goal? Do you want to be remembered as a person who was a weak fucking wimp that never stood for anything? Or do you want to go out and they were like, you know what? He or she was noble. He or she literally stood on business and what they believed in. And I literally strive to be that person. Wouldn't you want that remembrance? Instead of the pussy who never stood for shit. Time is winding up, baby. The revolution will be televised. Yes, it will. It will be televised. Which part of the revolution are you going to be on? Figure it out. It's the Couch Chronicles, where it ain't no fucking limits. I love you guys so much. I know I'm wrapping it up a little early, but I am in a little pain. I will see you guys tomorrow for the last day of Prison Jail Felon Talk. If you would like to come up and share your story, you're more than welcome. I will see y'all on the couch again tomorrow. 8 Central Time. I love y'all. Have a good night. Thank you. I appreciate you for watching. It's my second time streaming here on Twitch, so I definitely appreciate you for consistently staying here. Okay, you could turn that off.